I felt bad for somebody that is trying to get chopped down by some gold digger, you know?
You think that's what she was?
Absolutely.
What could be the reason why actor Mickey Rourke, well known for portraying Ivan Vanko in Iron Man 2, referred to Amber Heard as a gold digger in a recent interview? Speaking about the case between her and Johnny Depp, he said that he had previously been the target of unfounded accusations and had known Johnny for a long time. So why did Mickey Rourke call Amber Heard a gold digger? Let's have a look. But before we start, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And with not much further ado, let's get started. So why did Mickey brand Amber Heard a gold digger? Mickey Rourke branded Amber Heard a gold digger after losing her trial against her ex-husband Johnny Depp. The wrestler-actor sympathized with Depp as he told Piers Morgan he was in a situation one time where he was blamed for something that he didn't do, and it cost him movie jobs for several years. He said he felt bad for somebody trying to get chopped down by some gold digger. A jury ruled in favor of Mr. Depp on June 1st in his defamation trial against Ms. Heard, where he was awarded $10.35 million in damages while Ms. Heard was awarded $2 million. During a frank interview with Piers Morgan on Talk TV, he also confessed they had known Johnny for many years, but didn't know him intimately. All he could say is that he once found himself in a circumstance where Mickey was held accountable for something he didn't do. For many years, it prevented him from getting movie employment due to his reputation. Finally, the truth came out, but it did so after he lost his job and movies, so he felt awful for the person attempting to be cut down by a money digger, you know? He had the impression that he had died for someone attempting to be killed by a gold digger. But is that who she was? On the set of The Rum Diary in 2009, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard crossed paths and soon began dating. They tied the knot in 2015. Amber Heard was dating photographer Tassia Van Ree then, while Johnny Depp was in a long-term relationship with French actress Vanessa Paradis after parting ways with their respective ex-partners in 2011. They started dating secretly. In 2014, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard were married. The story went viral when a photo of the actress wearing an elaborate engagement ring surfaced. Depp and Heard wed in a very secret ceremony at their LA home after many years of dating, and in 2015, the photos were published. Heard filed for divorce from Depp on May 23, 2016, and 4 days later, the Oscar-nominated actor was served with a temporary restraining order. She said that throughout their relationship, Depp had physically mistreated her, often while under the influence of narcotics or alcohol. She claimed that only days before filing for divorce on May 21st, Depp allegedly hurled his phone at her, leaving her with a damaged face. However, a police official informed People that Depp had committed no crime after an inquiry following the domestic incident radio call. Depp refuted these allegations through his agents and said that Heard was trying to gain an early financial settlement by claiming abuse. In a joint statement, Depp and Heard said that their relationship was fiercely passionate and sometimes explosive, but always bonded by love. They continued and said no one had leveled unfounded allegations to get the money. Heard gave sworn testimony in a deposition, but a settlement was finally struck when she dropped her request for a domestic violence restraining order. She also withdrew her $50,000 monthly request for spousal support. Out of the $100 million Heard sought in her countersuit against her ex-husband, she was given $2 million in compensatory damages and won nothing in punitive damages. According to People, Heard gave the $7 million she earned from the divorce to a charitable cause. A year after Heard filed, Depp and Heard's divorce was adjudicated. The canines that were at the center of the incident in 2015, in which the couple neglected to register the animals in Australia, were maintained by Heard. Depp remained the sole owner of all assets, including his island in the Bahamas and his collection of vintage automobiles and motorbikes. Heard claimed to have been abused in a December 2018 op-ed for The Washington Post. Heard penned an opinion piece for The Washington Post in which she discussed how women are treated when there's been domestic violence. Heard said in the op-ed that she had experienced the full power of our culture's anger at women who speak up because she had become a public advocate for domestic violence. Depp filed a $50 million lawsuit against Heard in 2019 for defamation related to the Washington Post. According to the lawsuit, Depp was never abusive toward Heard, which claimed that Heard is not a victim of domestic violence. She is a perpetrator. Heard's claims were, according to the lawsuit, a part of an elaborate fraud to garner favorable publicity for the actress. According to Depp's legal team, the op-ed rested on the core assumption that Ms. Heard was a victim of domestic abuse and that Mr. Depp had committed domestic violence against her. According to Variety, Heard described many incidents of alleged violence during their marriage and referred to Depp as the monster in a court document that sought to dismiss Depp's defamation lawsuit. In 2020, a phone recording was leaked where Heard acknowledged striking Depp. It was noted that Heard acknowledged striking Depp on these tapes. She was sorry that she didn't smack him across the face as she should have, rather she was hitting him. Meanwhile, Johnny Depp told Amber Heard that she was all right because he didn't injure or punch her. He said that he couldn't handle the notion of more brutality and more physical assault on each other. He later on called her sweetheart and guaranteed her that he won't ever become violent towards her. The 3-week libel trial started on July 7, 2020. Depp battled News Group Newspapers, the owner of The Sun, in court for a 2018 piece in which they referred to Depp and Heard's prior marriage and dubbed him a wife abuser. He filed a libel lawsuit against the publisher and executive director Dan Wootton of The Sun. The experiment lasted 3 weeks and started in early July. However, Heard disputed Depp's claims that he assaulted him and urinated in his bed. Additionally, Depp claimed that Heard had extramarital relationships with James Franco and Elon Musk, which Heard also refutes. Heard, on the other hand, has claimed that Depp has physically abused her and that he has also allegedly thrown a phone in her face, bruising her. Heard also claimed that Depp had threatened to kill her. On November 2nd, the court dismissed Depp's libel case. Judge Mr. Justice Nickel determined that The Sun accurately reported that Depp was violent toward his ex-wife Amber Heard 3 months after the blockbuster trial. In making his decision, Nicole highlighted 14 distinct instances that The Sun's attorneys used to support the publication's claim that Depp was a wife-beater. After the decision, a representative for The Sun stated for more than 20 years that The Sun had spoken up and advocated for the victims of domestic violence. He added that The Sun must never silence domestic violence victims, and they appreciate the judge's clever thinking and Amber Heard's bravery in testifying in court. In a statement released immediately after the verdict, Johnny Depp's attorney said that the decision was as bizarre as incomprehensible. Johnny Depp had categorically rejected any allegations that he was abusive against Heard. The judge's reliance on Amber Heard's testimony was particularly troubling, as it was her disregard for the mountain of contradictory evidence provided by police officers, doctors, her former assistant, other uncontested witnesses, and a variety of documentary materials that completely refuted the accusations point by point. On November 2nd, the court dismissed Depp's libel case. Judge Mr. Justice Nickel determined that The Sun was accurate in its story that Depp was abusive toward his ex-wife Amber Heard 3 months after the blockbuster trial got underway. In making his decision, Nickel highlighted 14 distinct instances that The Sun's attorneys used to support the publications that claimed that Depp was a wife-beater. Later, the court lowered Depp's $5 million punitive damages judgment to $350,000, allowed by Virginia law, bringing his total damages awarded to $10,350,000. When questioned by TMZ in Beverly Hills in May 2016, Mickey defended Johnny by stating that Johnny didn't seem like an aggressive guy. The two co-wrote the script for the 2003 movie Once Upon a Time in Mexico. According to Mickey, Depp has always been a gentleman and not aggressive. And it's a wrap. Do you believe Mickey had a valid reason to refer to Amber Heard as a money digger? Comment below. Let's engage. Also, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Goodbye. See you in the next video.